to a side which is on a 7-match winning streak. Liverpool have drawn here in the league and scored 4 times in the Super Cup, but they're currently finding goals rather hard to come by, particularly away from home, where they've managed just 3 in the last 8 visits. Coming to this city for a Liverpool derby is always a little bit like going to another land, and it's particularly true tonight. There's no sign of snow, it's remarkably mild, and indeed it's not a question of undersoil heating, but this pitch has been watered for the last 2 days. Neville Ashley from Nantwich is our referee, and we have a full house at Goodison, 52,000. Liverpool, would you believe, are in the red and Everton in the blue. Offside against Paul Walsh. First free kick to be taken by Gary Stevens. Graham Sharp underneath it. Hansen won the first aerial battle. Back in by Harper, back out by Gillespie. A meeting of 2 players who started with the other club there, Sheedy and McMahon. This is Harper, also started his career at Anfield, number 10. Sharp. There's always a special importance to this contest, particularly for the fans, but one has to say now that it's very important for the clubs, with a 2-leg semi-final coming up for the winners. Everybody pushes up to the centre circle. Sharp. Beglin. Stevens. Harper. Sheedy. Good start now from Everton. Quality of the game is very high at the opening. Heath. Good play all around from Everton, particularly in the midfield, from Trevor Stephen and then from Kevin Sheedy. This is in fact the 5th meeting between these 2 sides this season. Charity Shield, Super Cup, 1 league match. Everton yet to record a victory. Liverpool have been beaten just 7 times in the last 44 derbies in all competitions. Taken by Mountfield. Heath. Carr. Pointed. Carr wants it back. Johnston's seen him. Carr. Johnson has the temerity to claim that he won the ball. Well, it may well have been his intention, but it was nicked past him, and there's no doubt that he took Power's ankles. And by doing so, cut off Everton's supply. Four to come from the far side. Sharp is the first. Dropped a little bit shorter than perhaps Liverpool were expecting. Corner results. Sharp on the near post. Stephen just outside the 6-yard area. Heath on the far. Ratcliffe just inside the 18-yard box, number 5. Or rather, Mountfield just inside the 18-yard box, number 5. And then he comes. It was an interesting free kick. Sheedy who took it. Sharp was the first to move, and it dropped much shorter than the defenders were expecting.
Harper, really just pushed in. Not an easy one for Alan Hansen, and he was very nearly made to pay for it. And maybe Adrian Heath will feel that he should have been. He was really stretching then for the header, the Liverpool captain. The ball was going over his head, and he still stretched to make it and headed it straight back in front of goal. And Heath seized the chance but put it over. Johnston. Challenged by Sharp. McMahon arriving just a little bit late, but he actually came out the worst of it as Sheedy turned. Pointed. Sheedy, McMahon still feeling the knock on the inside of his left groin. Harper. Stevens. Good header, Gillespie. His height is needed there. Poynton. Parr. Sheedy. You feel an Everton goal is imminent. Stevens. To Mountfield. The pressure stays on. Beglin stays down. Liverpool playing with two injured players. McMahon and Sheedy chasing the referee, and the injury could be bad for Beglin. Players from both sides calling the referee into action. And Beglin, I think, is seriously hurt. They're calling for a stretcher immediately. And it was significant that it wasn't only McMahon who ran to the referee, but Sheedy ran as well. Kenny Dalglish coming on to have a look. Stevens had lost the ball, followed through and caught Beglin. Barry Venison is the substitute. Bill Thompson there in the background, the former Liverpool captain. And Rodney Moran and Roy Evans both pointing at the referee, who clearly did not appreciate the seriousness of the injury. Mr. Ashley going to check on the name of the substitute, and the substitute is the former Sunderland player Barry Venison, so he will come to the right back position with Mark Lawrenson moving to left back. Well, a very unfortunate happening in what has been a very good match so far, and it's to be hoped that the players will not be overlifted by the supporters. Gillespie. Ratcliffe. Sheedy. Pointed. Two substitutes allowed in the Littlewoods Cup. So Liverpool have used one of their two. Away from half-time. Still no score. The contest full of incident. Mulvey. The friendly as Southall might have been. Play by Lawrenson. Benison. Early run by Whelan. Good climb by Ratcliffe. Gillespie. McMahon. Lawrenson goes wide for him. Nobody down that flank. Hansen. Johnson is this way. Boynton lost it for a moment and recovered extremely well. He had quite a lot of ground to make up then. Walsh taking on Ratcliffe. That's not a bad try by Paul Walsh. Untypical half-time score. A tremendous start to the match, with the play clearly affected by the injury to Jim Beglin, for which the news in the dressing room is that he has a suspected fracture of the left ankle. Half-time, 0-0. It looks a pretty dangerous perch by the edge of the church, but maybe they feel they have support in other ways. And on for the second half for Liverpool, in place of Steve McMahon, comes Alan Irvine. Came from Falkirk in November and made his debut against Charlton. And Everton have a posse of 4 on the near side, but not one of them is going to get that. Whelan, Ratcliffe. Seems to have taken a midfield position. Walsh and Rush, the 2 forward. This is Rush. Heath. Harper. Pointed. Vieira ran it. Walsh. Gillespie. One for Irvine to chase. Sharp. Harper. That's the best gauge on Merseyside this season by some 5,000. Beats the league match between these two. Outfield. Benison. Free kick against Harper. 4 forward for Liverpool. And a bit of a gap for Mulvey.
which he fills in every sense. Walsh. Offside. Lawrenson and Rush. Ratcliffe. Sharp. Whelan. But very fleet of foot. Walsh, promising. Oh, that's a great one, and how unlucky can you get? And immediately it's Walsh who goes to collect again. Rush! For a man who hasn't scored for 13 matches. Indeed, he's only scored in one match this season. That was a hat-trick against Norwich. Rush was calling for it. Walsh saw the opening. It faded away from Southall's left arm, but came back off the inside of the post. Just look at the trajectory. Beat the goalkeeper, no doubt about that. Dead unlucky. Stevens. Three waiting. Not easy for Hansen. Harper. Stephen. Play by the England midfield player. Johnston. Pressure at one end, answered in kind. Harper. Mulvey. Trevor Stephen. Rather hopeful shot from Everton supporters as Mulvey made sure he was going to get to the ball. And we've had an hour of this quarter-final match in the Littlewoods Cup, and it's still 0-0. No sign of Howard Kendall. Yes, he is. He's there on the bench. Second from the right as we look, next to Colin Harvey. How long is he going to wait before making a change? Ratcliffe. Johnston. Good pace. A fine piece of play by this left back. Mulvey. Rush. Walsh. And still. Irvin up with him. Well held by Southall. Could so easily have squirmed away, and Irvin was waiting. You have to hand it to Paul Walsh. When you haven't scored, there must be a tendency to hide. In no way is that part of his makeup. Slip by Mulvey. Heath. Good play by Johnston. He's applauded by Grobbelaar, and Heath may be inquiring where on earth he came from. matter in the back, but the referee allows it to go. Walsh. Boynton. Got power on the header when he needed it. Sharp. Stevens. Sheedy. Stevens. Checking, he made it more difficult for himself, I think. Harper. Nobody being drawn. Ratcliffe. Boynton available left side. The industry from Irvin. Sharp. Johnston goes very deep when Everton have possession. Canny start from Lawrenson. Whelan. Rush to his left, Irvin to his right. Hansen, Lawrenson square. Venison square of him, further over is Johnston. 3 in the area. That may be the first time that Boynton has been beaten. Venison. Once more, out by Mountfield. Walsh again. Okay. Well, the man from Oxford arrives next Monday. But it's no inhibition to this little fella. Kick against Sharp, and quite rightly. Elbow straight into the face of Jan Morby. And if the referee is going for his book, he's entirely justified. Up he goes, look at it. They have caught him with both arms. Boynton that time. Maybe just a swivel too many. Johnston. Nice touch. Venison away by Mountfield. Off the line by Gary Stevens. Make it that Everton have had 3 escapes. And the substitutions have been made. Paul Parr is declared to be withdrawn by Everton. And on comes the man who was sought by both sides here, but he chose Everton. In Snowdon, that's how it's pronounced, although it's spelled S-N-O-D-I-N. Snowdon, as in Lord and Mountain, was the way it was put to me. Sheedy, and again Sheedy! There was real venom in that attempt. And although it squirmed away, the body was all in line. It saved the day for Grobbelaar. Rush. Johnson coming behind. Walsh trying to hold it up for Rush. Came off Gary Stevens. Rush! Yes! It's the old story yet again. deserving of as much congratulation as was the scorer. It was he who held it up, it was he who played the ball into space, and the finish off the forearm of Neville Southall, and Liverpool have the lead, and one suspects the place in the semi-final. The expressions on the bench really said it all. Snowden might have had a first-time effort, but much easier to say than do. Heath! Blocked by Johnston. Trevor Stephen. Southall come all the way. And it's a useful pass. Sheedy. Paul Wilkinson is on, because Everton, of course, have already lost their leading scorer. He's already departed for the continent. Rush to go there next season, and how difficult he's going to be to replace. 26th goal of the season, looks like putting Liverpool into the semi-finals of the Littlewoods Cup. Stephen. Heath. Stephen, Sharp and Hansen, Heath, Wilkinson. They really over-elaborated them. Mountfield, Snowden, Ratcliffe, come to Harper. What a marvellous block by Whelan. Kill then for Harper had to be absolutely precise, all the first-time shot. He just didn't quite kill it sufficiently to deny Whelan the chance of the block. Stephen, Heath, Sheedy, Snowden to the right. But it's raging a little bit around the new fellow from Leeds. Snowden's been unable really to get into the game. And the final whistle is blown for one goal from Rush. Suffices yet again, scored in the 84th minute. But great credit due to the man who played up front alongside him, Paul Walsh. And once again, Everton have had to lower their colours to the neighbours across Stanley Park from Liverpool. And look at the smile on the face